If you work hard and still feel broke, you are not lazy. You are probably leaking money in places you never actually count. In this video, I'm going to show you the three biggest leaks and the simple system that closes them. Stay until the end because the last step is the one that actually starts building momentum. Most people think their paycheck is bigger than it really is because they only look at gross pay. Your real spendable income is usually much lower, and that gap catches people off guard every single month. Before you even enjoy your paycheck, taxes, bills, and daily life already take a big bite out of it. That is why hard work alone does not always lead to financial progress. A lot of people never get angry at the right thing because the money is gone before they even notice it. Then inflation shows up and makes the problem worse because the same paycheck buys less than it used to. Food costs more, rent costs more, and everyday life quietly gets more expensive. So even if your income stays steady, your real buying power can still fall. That is why so many people work harder just to stay in the same place. A raise helps, but only if your spending does not race it to the finish line. The moment money goes up, a lot of people unconsciously upgrade their life. A better apartment, a newer car, nicer food, and more subscriptions can eat your raise almost instantly. It feels harmless because each upgrade is small, but together they swallow the extra income. That is how people can make more money and still feel like they are falling behind. The problem is not always how much you earn, sometimes it is how fast the money escapes. Subscriptions are one of the easiest ways money disappears without feeling painful. Streaming, apps, software, delivery, storage, and random memberships can quietly become a huge monthly leak. Credit cards make this worse because they delay the pain until the statement arrives. When spending is delayed, the brain treats it like it barely happened. Then the balance starts growing, interest starts stacking, and convenience turns into a long-term problem. Minimum payments keep debt alive long enough to destroy your progress. A person can work full-time and still lose years to debt payments alone. One surprise bill, one car repair, or one medical cost can wreck the whole month. Without savings, every emergency has to be financed, and financing is expensive. The emergency itself hurts, but the interest is what keeps hurting you afterward. That is why people who look stable can still be one setback away from chaos. Then there is social pressure, because everybody around you seems to be spending like life is endless. Social media turns normal people into billboards for a lifestyle they often cannot afford. You don't just compare incomes, you compare everything people are showing off. And comparison is expensive because it makes decent choices feel like failure. So people buy things to feel caught up, and that spending keeps them trapped. Housing alone can swallow a paycheck, especially when rent or mortgage grows faster than wages. Once housing eats a huge chunk, everything else has to squeeze into what's left. Then transportation, insurance, and gas take their own cut, and now your margin is gone. If your car payment is high too, you are basically financing the commute to work. Debt compounds against you much faster than your paycheck compounds for you. That is why working hard without investing feels like running hard and staying in place. Salary pays the bills, but assets are what start building freedom. If your money never gets assigned a job, it disappears into everyday life. The people who get ahead usually automate savings before they have a chance to spend it. They pay themselves first, then live on what remains. That one habit can change everything over time. Even small amounts grow when they are given years, consistency, and no excuses. You don't need to look rich to become rich. You need ownership. Owning assets, even small ones, is how working people start escaping the trap. That means building an emergency fund, killing bad debt, and investing automatically. It is not glamorous, but boring money habits are what create stability. Most people stay broke because they react to money instead of directing it. They work hard, but the money has no plan, so the money disappears. A good plan tells every dollar where to go before the month even starts. That is how you stop letting your paycheck make random decisions for you.
The goal is not just to earn more, the goal is to keep more. Once you can keep more, you can save more, invest more, and recover faster. That is the real difference between being busy and being financially free. Hard work matters, but hard work without a system usually just makes you tired. Hard work plus a system is what finally breaks the cycle. When money has a plan, it stops feeling like chaos and starts feeling controllable. You do not need perfection. You need a repeatable process that keeps improving over time. If this is hitting home, hit like so YouTube shows it to more people. Comment leaks if you want part 2, and subscribe for the next breakdown. So if you feel stuck, do not just ask how to work harder. Ask where the money is leaking. Fix the leaks, automate the plan, and suddenly hard work starts paying you back.